Here's how to make my favorite healthy snack, this butternut, goat's cheese, and caramelized onion. So first we're going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to prep our butternut squash. So first I'm going to cut the top and bottom off, and then we're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to scoop out those seeds. Now, the amount of time we cook our butternut squash for depends on how soft or hard you like it. So if you want it slightly harder, I'd go for about 35 minutes. If you want it slightly softer, we're going to go for about 45 minutes. I also like to cut mine into quarters, and what I do is 2 quarters is going to be 1 serving to get us those macros. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to crisscross cut all the way through it, just so that we can get it to really evenly cook. Otherwise you'll find the end cooks faster than the center. So we'll do that to all 4. Then we grab our foil tray and pop these on. Now, I like to use this low-calorie spray just to make sure it all cooks as good as possible, but you don't even need to use this. We're going to pop this in the oven and make sure you keep a note of how long you're going to cook it for. So alongside this, while that's cooking, we're going to get ready to prepare our onions. So we're going to cut all the tops and bottom offs and peel all the skins off the outside. And then I like to cut them into slices just like this. Then we're going to go head over to our frying pan. I put in a couple of tablespoons of oil, and then we're going to chuck in our onion and gently cook that down until it all softens. And make sure to stir often so it doesn't burn. Now, once our onions have nicely softened, we're going to go and grab some soy sauce, and I like to do a few tablespoons of soy sauce here, and then I like to keep mixing that up, just it adds a really nice flavour to complement the butternut. Once that's done, we're going to pop it on the side, take it off the heat, and we're going to wait until our butternut squash is cooked. So here you see me, I can test just to see if it's as soft as I want with a fork, and I'm happy with this. So what I do is I scoop 1 spoon of onion onto each one just to make sure they've all got enough, and then pour the rest over the top. And then we grab our goat's cheese. So what I'm going to do is I open this goat's cheese and I crumble it on top. I generally like to use soft goat's cheese, and I make sure it's refrigerated so it's not all mushy. And I spread over some cracked black pepper as well. And then what I like to do is I turn the heat up on the oven and I pop that back in for a few minutes just to slightly melt the cheese and to get it to brown. And that is it. That is how to make this super awesome roasted butternut, caramelized onion and goat's cheese. Make sure to save this if you want to try it later.